Minecraft has been on quite the resurgence of popularity in the last couple of years. A renaissance, if you will. I've even recently begun to play Minecraft again because of it. I started playing again by joining some servers that revolved around player versus player action, but I frankly couldn't get into it. Everything felt too claustrophobic and linear for my liking. As I was getting absolutely demolished on a game of Bed Wars from Hypixel, I thought to myself, I've never actually defeated the Ender Dragon. So I hopped off Hypixel and began to engage in Minecraft single player mode. The more I played this mode of Minecraft, however, the more invested I became in it. I actually canceled plans with some friends of mine because I was that into the game. But what makes Minecraft, a game well over 10 years old, so fantastic throughout the decade? Now, of course there have been a lot of updates and changes since the game's inception to keep things fresh and refined, but along with some of the game's core mechanics, I believe there is still one thing that gives Minecraft single player its appeal after all these years. The atmosphere. In Minecraft single player, you are alone. Sure, there are villagers and mobs to keep you occupied, but the actual progression of the game revolves around you and you only. Compare this to other games where there are mandatory NPCs. At least one non-player character is needed to tell the story in a cutscene or be used for gameplay, in which you might need to perform an escort mission or fetch quest in order to progress the actual plot of the story. Ironically, these sorts of missions happen a lot in sandbox games, where the general ethos is that you can do whatever you want. Minecraft is also a sandbox game, and I believe being a sandbox game benefits the isolation the atmosphere sets you in when you first spawn. It's open, indulgent, and only constricted by your own free will, unlike the PvP and Bed Wars that I kept getting endlessly defeated in. But I want to compare Minecraft to another sandbox game, Garry's Mod. When it comes to the source engine, I'm not that good at PvP either, so naturally I turn to Gmod instead. But whenever I'm in a map by myself in Garry's Mod, or really any map from the source engine, I can't help but feel alone. But not in the same way I feel lonely like in Minecraft. There's something about Garry's Mod that contains an overwhelming sense of dread that I can never shake off. Whenever you do play a map in Garry's Mod, there's always a limited amount of space, and if there isn't any borders, it's usually blank and devoid of life when you get past a certain point. It doesn't help that the graphics fall under an uncanny sense of realism compared to Minecraft's focus on pixelated and more cartoony visuals. As much as I love the source engine, I can't help but feel scared when I play by myself. I never have this case with Minecraft. As I mentioned before, Minecraft has mobs. Now, imagine for a second what the game would be like without them. Ironically, it would be much scarier if they weren't there, because dread fills the void of fear that mobs would leave behind. Much like the friends that continued to make plans without me, knowing I would keep playing Minecraft rather than spend time with them. The mobs are also easy to defeat, which makes the gameplay of Minecraft much more casual and accessible, unlike the competitive nature of the opponents I faced in Bed Wars when trying to build something as simple as a bridge. Whenever I play PvP, I usually feel helpless. This not only applies in Bed Wars, but just games in general. I would get some friends to play together, but they keep distancing from me, so I end up playing Minecraft alone. The casual nature of the game lets people like me thrive. I'm more than just a casual player, however. I'm a person that can dominate the single player of Minecraft. There's a sense of power I feel whenever I slay a mob or let cattle bring amongst themselves. A sense of power that I cannot achieve in Bed Wars. A sense of power my friends can't even begin to comprehend. They keep telling me the same thing, that I'm a different person ever since I started playing Minecraft. That I'm not the person they once knew. However, I believe this claim to be false, as only now I have had a true outlet to express how I feel. What they don't understand is that I don't need them anymore. I am in a state of content that they could never provide me. They tell me Minecraft is the reason they walked away from me. But they never walked away from me. I was the one that walked away from them. I was the one to play God! No man serves in my reality, for I serve myself. And as long as Minecraft single player exists, it will stay that way. Thanks for watching.